The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman here on this Thursday, the 6th of June. We're looking at the Dow up 115 at 38,920. Now, let me go through everything very slowly here because this is a very important moment. Got some topping signs, got some rotational signs, got some lagging signs. So here we go. The Dow has been in a sell mode and it remains in a sell mode. The 9-period moving average hasn't gone above the 14. The arch formation did pull back to that 38,000, almost like a round number low. And now we're trading with a high today of 39,004. So it's 1,000 points higher. Not a big deal, but it is a big deal when you consider that the Dow came down straight from 40,077 in one single line to a single leg A, which became a trough A to that 38,000. So going up 1,000 is like, in this particular case, it's about, it's almost a 50% rally. Now, what's really important about this, if you look at the weekly chart, you remember that cup formation, I said that can go into a W. It's like the lowercase h that goes to a lowercase m. In this case, it's on the upside, where it's a lowercase u goes to a lowercase w. It's not a V with a V with an uppercase W, but a soft W. Well, we're only in the process of rallying in the middle of this. It's a weekly chart, and from everything that I look at visually pertaining to what I'm looking at in the weekly chart technically suggests that we could be in a trading band between the, let's call it 37,300 area to maybe just over maybe even not up to 40,000, maybe 39,900 for a little while. That could be a sideways consolidation. Okay, so that's that. So the Dow itself, very clear, a close under 38,000 in the next week says, that's a problem because that's going to impact the weekly chart. A push above 39,000, say, 550 is really positive. Hasn't done that yet. All right, so this is in a consolidation phase. It's a leg D in the monthly chart. If it goes to 40,077 or 78, let's say, that'll continue leg D for the month of June. If it doesn't, it becomes a peak. All right, that's that. So now I want to go to the S&P because the S&P, here's the connotation. If I consider that this is an instant restart in Chapman methodology, the only time the high can become a low at the same time is when you have an instant restart and within 3 bars, you go to a higher high, which means you can consider it a parallel count, E/A, F/B, G/C, and then you often get a cup formation and then a pop to the upside and it can go to a D. All right. I haven't done that right now. I've given it a kind of a little leeway. And the reason is that the 9-period moving average is so strong in the daily chart. The MACD is just now trying to go positive again with an M-shaped formation. The stochastic is 75%. It's under 80%, so it's lagging. The on-balance volume is a little overbought, and you've seen that when that happens, it just says be a little careful because it could pull back. It doesn't say, that's a major sell signal. It says just be careful. So all in all, the bias on a purely visual basis, because this is the second session above 5341.88. That was the high around about the 23rd or so of May. And the fact that Chapman wave Roman candle for 2 sessions, this is now the 4th session above the high of that candle, that's usually very positive. The fact that the 9-period moving average held so well when the price went sharply below, it's like a cork in water. It just pops to the upside. That's exactly what it's done. The fact that the weekly chart, there's nothing to say negatively about the 9-period over the 14 or the price over the falling axe formation or the cup formation or V-shaped formation, other than it didn't just make one peak with the doji candle 3 weeks ago. Yesterday, it popped to a new all-time high. That's the same thing here with the monthly chart. Leg peak D in 1 month goes quickly to leg E, and it's extending higher. So far, none of this is negative other than it says, based on the daily chart, that there could be a test with maybe a test of the low. Let's go to this particular low right here on the 31st of May, which is 5191.68. Let's go to the SPY because a lot of you would prefer to see the price evaluated at the SPY level, which is at 518.36. So that's the low of the 31st. We're at we're 16 points. We are much higher than that right now. I have to consider that there's a chance that this is a B. That means we can't make a peak B until tomorrow with a lower high. Then a leg C on Monday, a peak C on Tuesday, and a leg B on Thursday, and a peak B on Friday. So it's going to take almost a week to get a confirmation of a peak D. So far, this is really good. It's just good action. That's all I can say. So I can give it an alternate count. I'm going to say this is positive. I'm going to call it a B for now. Let's go to the QQQ. And the reason why I'm taking a little time is because there are so many of you that have emailed and talked to me about Chapman Wave methodology, how you're studying it and is helping you. So let me just do this. So here's an instant restart. This one is valid. The previous one went underneath the low after D. So that almost, I could call it a Chapman Wave unconventional flat-based restart. I don't want to get into that right now. I'm just saying this says that they could be E/A, F/B, G/C, right there. I could also make it a C, but I'm making it a B. And all of this says everything so far is positive. The 9's over the 14. The MACD is positive. Stochastic's not positive. It's 73%. Needs to be over 80%. On-balance volume is good. Not great, but it's good. Relative strength hasn't gone back to where it was back at 460.58, back around the 23rd of May in the QQQ, but it's still doing quite nicely. All right. So with that said, it's that weekly chart and the monthly charts that are really strong. Cannot fight that. That's looking very good. All right. So that just says the whole area of 444 to 440 is going to be extremely strong support on any sudden pullback. All right. Now I want to do the next thing, which is the IWM. So we got stopped out for profits in our Russell 2000. You know, I really had seriously considered that I should make the stop much wider. We've taken little bits off, and I should have said, you know what, I'm going to use some of that. We just got stopped out on, today is Thursday, on Tuesday. Yesterday, I was very upset. I said, I really wanted to be in. We had a fabulous, look at that beautiful green candle yesterday. Today, it's giving back just a little bit down $1. That's you at 4.07, but it did go to the 9-period moving average went pink. So I shouldn't really complain about that. It says that this could go sideways with slightly lower highs and lower lows. So, but I am saying that the Russell 2000 is actually holding pretty darn well, when usually when the market weakens, this one just slumps. So I'll be back in a moment. Dow's up 125. S&P's just unchanged. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
As I'm saying, the IWM it's kind of just digesting gains, going sideways. That's the Russell 2000. I actually like to see it doing much more. So a question came in. Let me just do this. I don't want to skip the questions today. So just glancing at the different Tiger TV and the Den, a couple of things. Okay, so we spoke about Palantir, and I said it was in leg D. Can it extend high, and can it go two closes above that arch high? Because if it does that, and it's just done, this is the second day, above that arch high in the 27 area. So here it is at 23.20, up 24 cents, a nice spike to the upside. It's really improving because it's filling some of those gaps. And the weekly chart, you see how that 9-period moving average, when the price went under it, the 9 didn't go negative, it held green. That usually says, like a cork in water, the price should pop to the upside, and now it's gone green. So Palantir trading right now up 25 cents at 23.21. The gap, the low of the gap high of the 6th of May had a 25.36 high and 24.03 low. So 24.03 in today's high is 23.59. I still got a little bit of a way to go. So it's a work in progress. All I can say is that everything I'm looking at is suggesting that there's a bias to the upside in Palantir, and that the higher it goes, the greater the 27 area. Did I say 27? I mean 21.50 to $21 becomes as very strong support. The greater the higher it goes, the more you can start to consider that that's a cushion, and then you can start extrapolating, and from that, say you can have a trading base of support, and that's really what's happening right there. Another question came in. I did write it down, and now I can't see where I wrote it. Oh my, that's not a good sign. Oh. Let me see if I can find it right here. Question was, oh, that's right. Could I look at Oscar? Oscar is OSCR. We call it Oscar, OSCR. Oscar is Oscar Health Inc., Health Technology Company, Health Insurance Plans, etc. Leg C in the monthly chart, peak E in the daily, A in the weekly. What's happening with the daily? Hello, anybody home? White background. A little snow there. Yep, there it is. Okay, so it's trading under the 9-period moving. Oh, that's what I was saying, I think, the other day. That the 9-period moving average weakened, and that just says that it's having trouble now making the cup formation to try to break into the 2120s. It's at 1962, down 8 cents. I think it's just digesting gains. The 9 in the weekly is very strong above the 14-period moving average, which is at 17.89. That's your key support. It's at 1962 right now. Yeah, it's just digesting. So the question is, should you add right here? Put it on your list. I want to see a sign of strength. I'd rather be paying up for a sign of strength to have it making lower lows and lower highs, which is just doing right now. OSCR trading as 1961, down 9 cents. Next question came in the den. Could I look at, whoa. Yes, I'm live. Can you check on Amazon, AMZN? Yes, so let's just do that. Yeah, a couple of people have asked me about different stocks. So Amazon made 191.70, just recent high, 188.65 was the high back in July of 2021, slumped to 81, over 100 points down. Then it comes all the way back to 191 all-time high, and it's been pulling back lower lows, lower highs. And now it's just trying its best to make this turn to the upside. And I think it's going to succeed. So the weekly chart's very strong. Monthly chart's very strong. So Amazon at 182.42, if it's able, look, each one of these peaks, if it's able to tackle each one, look, let's just say it's able to get in the next day and a half to the 29th of May, the high of 184.08. Is the high today so far is 182.78. If it gets to that, that's going to help the pink 9-period moving average get closer to the black 14-period moving average. But it's going to take the next peak right here, the one that goes on the 22nd of May of 185.22, for that pink 9-period moving average to turn green. That'll be a big positive. It might take a little more even for the MACD to cross positive. It's negative, and the stochastic's still very weak at 42. So this whole daily chart, now what I love to do is I like to take the number of hits on the downside, look at this. And then I like to say, could I make a parallel? Well, I wouldn't want to, because this parallel says, hey, it's got something even better. It's got a Chapman falling axe formation, and it's just broken above it. So that just says that if each one of these peaks that I'm talking about right now are tackled, you don't have to have one big green candle. It would be great if it did that, but just as long as it's steady, then one day maybe pulls back, and then another one, that's going to help all these technicals. That's the daily chart. The weekly chart looks fabulous. It's just digesting gains. It's got a trading range between 190, let's go to 192 for now, and the low that was made, I think it was 168.80. I'm just off the top of my head. Let me just check that out. Okay, there it is. That's the low of the week of the 3rd of May. Is that the one? Oh, that's 174.80. Oh, it's going to this one. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. So what I'm looking at here, I was actually thinking of the one that went to this area right here. That was the low of the 29th of April. That's 179. Wait, I don't even know what's going on here. 166.732. It was a little slow. That's why I thought it was 166. Okay, so it's moving higher. The 9's over the 14, way over the 14. The price is over the 9. And then I like Amazon. I just think that Amazon in 2024, I think it's going to go to the 200 area, trading at 182.73. I know it doesn't sound like, big deal, 15 points for a stock. It's not even 8% or 9%. But the reason why I say that is because once it gets into the 200s, the 222 area, 220 to 222 becomes like a magnet. So that'll be very important. Let's see, Sanel says, dash volume picking up, dash. Is that DoorDash? Here we go, dash. Trading at 113.11. Look, it hit the 200-period moving average exactly. Now it's trying to bounce off. The 9-period moving average is still pink. It's got a long way to go for it to really go positive. I would say that it would have to close. It can't just bounce. It has to close in the 114.80 to 115.30 area. If it does that, then all of a sudden this very big ugly candle of the 20th of May, 117.81 high, 112.19, that becomes a target. But in the meantime, it needs very much to be making higher highs and higher lows. This is a leg A, becomes a peak A. This is a new high above yesterday's high of 113.81. Today's high is 113.35. It's a work in progress. And look at that 200 period moving average magnet. And the 9 period in the weekly chart just flipped negative. Yeah, this has got a lot of work to do. DoorDash trading at DASH is the symbol, 113.20, up 2.62. It needs another 2.62, and that'll be much, much better action as it pushes away from the weekly 200 period moving average. It's improving. I'll be back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi folks, so I love to talk about rectangles. Narrow rectangle, wide rectangle. They're just ways of dealing with these things. And look at this. There's a vertical rectangle as well, but this is a very long, narrow rectangle. Look at that. From yesterday at 4 o'clock, actually just after 3:30, excuse me, from about 4 o'clock until where we are right now. Look at this trading range. I'm going to say that the trading range has been at about 53.61 on the low side, and we can go all the way to 53.72. So a 10 or 11 point. So that's 12 hours. That's 16, 18. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Look, we've been in this range all through, and I keep talking about, if you want to learn about futures, one of the things is you've got to learn about these patterns, how they repeat over and over, and how they can get stuck in a range, and that range can stay, and it can cost you a fortune as you think. Every time it's going to go to the bottom, it's going to drop sharply below, and then every time it goes to the top, it's going to go sharply higher, and what happens is it's like a little ping pong ball in a glass tube, horizontal tube, and it just keeps basically staying in that same range. And even when it breaks out, it comes back in again. So that's one of the techniques that I love to look at when you're doing when you're looking at patterns themselves. So let me go here. So I had a couple of questions. First of all, before I forget, I had a question yesterday, and then I about is it Mary Barra? I always forget first name. Head of GM. So she is she's looking at a lot of gas cars. And I guess people are looking at it and saying, I'm not that happy with the battery. We've got hybrid, and there is a lot of discussion about, is hybrid best? And I happen to think that the extra expense you pay for the hybrid, in many ways, the people I know that have hybrids, they're very, very happy with it. But it did cost them a bundle extra to get it. So anyway, I think it's a cost relationship, and also it's whatever you feel, you want to dedicate whatever you want to do. I think it's a very personal thing. But most importantly, what I'm looking at is that General Motors has done really well. Look how it's walked the 9-period exponential moving average in the weekly chart. Monthly chart, just a single leg A up. Big V-shaped pattern in the daily chart going from the 46 area, where it's been a lot over the last month, down to the 46s, 47 area, and then it comes right back, and here it is back at today's high is 45.97. So it's doing very well. I'm impressed that it's doing this well. It's got it's not just, you go to Ford, you go to Toyota Motors. I did this the other day. But out of the patterns themselves, General Motors is the one that has, on a purely technical basis, the very best pattern. And look how it's worked its way to the green 9-period moving average as its core. It's walking the 9-period moving average. Every once in a while, it does a little test of the 14. That's really good action, but it hasn't broken out. So if General Motors in the next week and a half is able to close, not just bounce, but a close, in the 47, 35, 40, just in the 47s. In other words, start to make 47s a new upside area of at least a target on the upside. I think that'll be very important. And meantime, on the downside, I would say just off the top of my head, that whole 44 area should be strong support. If it closes under 44, then you've got to start worrying about the weekly chart maybe starting to weaken, but it hasn't yet. Next question was Tesla. Remember we spoke about the rectangle formation can last a lot longer than your patience, even though the 9-period moving average yesterday and then today again went pink. Tesla down $1.23 at 173.81. Just look, you can say anything you want. You can, I don't care what you bring up right now as about Elon Musk. What doesn't matter. I'm just saying the price is the price, and the price says I'm just stuck in a rectangle. I'm not going up, I'm not going down. When I do break down and go under 169, that's something else. It's at 173.74, 77 right now. When I do go to the 189 area, that's 16 points up, whereas it's only 4 points down. That's something altogether different. So I would just say 179 to 180 would even be a good sign to say I'm not just stuck in the rectangle formation, I'm actually trying to build strength to break the upside. Hasn't done that yet, just stuck, all right? So a couple of things there that I did. Oh, FXI, let's do that. FXI is the China large cap ETF, made a peak F top in the 29s, pulls back to the 26s, trading right now 27.02 with a pink 9-period moving average, but not breaking down. It did have a very sharp pullback from peak C. It's a little deeper than I usually like to see, but the 9 is still holding well, way above the 14, and the price is actually holding above the 9. So far, the bias on the intermediate term says FXI should go higher. That's what I wanted to do there. Another question came in. Oh, that's right. Apple. Apple is trading at a new recovery high, not an all-time high, but a recovery high. It made a high yesterday, and today it's pulling back just a little bit down 12 cents at 195.78. Yesterday it hit 196.90. All right, so that's really good action. That's G/B. Everything's working in its favor right now. The MACD is flat and positive. The relative strength is good, not great, but good. The stochastics at 89%. That's very strong. The on-balance volume is a tad overbought. And the weekly chart, everything's looking very good. So it's acting well. I like Apple very much here. As a new position, as a new position, I do see higher prices, but I only see about another between 5 and 6 points on the upside over the next 2 weeks, just at this particular point. So I really shouldn't say that, because it's that resistance. If it takes out that resistance at right there at 199.62, if it's at 195, everything coincides with what I was saying. So just going into the 198.202 area, I think that's where the resistance is for Apple, but it's still acting very well. What was the question? Oh, Microsoft. Microsoft is pulling back 87 cents at 423.11, right at the Chapman Wave inside track repellent zone is the falling axe formation. The technicals are actually okay. It went from green to pink, and then one day later, it had a fantastic move on yesterday. Great move to the upside, went back to green, but I think it's just in a consolidation, and I think that I'm going to draw this in. We'll do it just for fun. This is the Chapman Wave stalk leg formation. I haven't spoken about this technique or this particular pattern forever. I haven't even seen one for a while. And what are we looking at? We're looking at this body. I'll be back in a moment to talk about the Chapman Wave stalk leg formation. Dow is up. Now it's only up 43, and the S&P up 26.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Hi folks, so this is a decisive oval pattern, and that's the pattern for the body of the stalk leg formation. This all becomes a leg, that becomes the body. Then there should be, it doesn't say how high, but it says that there should be a spike to the upside above the body, and that becomes the neck, and then the beak comes down into the body. If it breaks the base of the body, that's really serious. But if it just stops in between, and what happens is when this particular pattern concludes with the beak, it has a very strong rally, and then you're on your own. So that's the that's Microsoft. So far, everything about Microsoft is holding well. That's the weekly chart, and in the monthly chart, there are times where we've seen it actually creates a fulcrum, so that this becomes a propeller shaft or a huge blade. That's the blade over there, that's the fulcrum, and then the blade on the upside, like a propeller shaft. But I don't want to get carried away. We haven't even broken above the inside track repellent zone. There's the falling axe formation, but it is doing very nicely. And yeah, so would you buy? Oh, would you add to? Would you add to here? I would have said 2 days ago I'd considered for subscribers to add as a trading position, but I just wasn't sure what was happening because there's such a mixed market at that particular point. Now I would say the risk is higher, and I would just have to say you want to have a little bit of a pullback, so you've got a little bit of room and a little bit of leeway. So if you want to do just a trade, and let it drop to the 418 level, but the market has to hold well. I don't want any 300-400 point decline in the Dow, just a minor pullback, and then there should be one sudden flurry to the upside, and that's what you want to grab. And that's going to help you get this particular spike to the upside. It's a weekly chart, so it takes a little while to unfold, and spike to the upside, and then there'll be a sharp pullback at some point back into the oval, and then we'll decide from what. I'm not doing anything for subscribers right now. There was an opportunity. We could have had a trade. I didn't do it. So now I have to just wait. Just keep our long positions. That's all. So, okay, next question came in. I just want to mention, so I had someone asked the other day about real estate in the Boston, especially the Newton area. I'm in Newton, Massachusetts. This is the Garden City. Let me just write this another question. Let me put that in. Okay. So a neighbor across the street had moved in about 7 years ago, and they paid a pretty high price. And I thought, whoa, that's a high price. Well, they just, the next thing I know, there's a lot of activity. They're busy paving this and doing that and straightening this. And next thing I see, a whole bunch of cars outside. I can look out my office window and I can see it. And I look and I say, oh my goodness, look, there's a sign. They must have a sign, and real estate agents are coming to look around and get a feel for the place. So that was Thursday morning. Friday, the sign officially goes up. Saturday is an open house. And Sunday, the sign says, under agreement. How about that? I believe they're going to New York. I think she works for Google or something. She's been transferred or something like that. Quick, huh? How about that? And I think, I might be wrong, but I think they doubled their money in 7 years. Not bad, huh? Wow. All right. So a question came in for FOUR. Yeah, we were looking at the other day, and I said it's just kind of stuck here a little bit. It's starting to improve. 4 is, and I didn't do anything. This is, I can barely see it. Is that Shift 4 Payments, Inc.? Something like that. So FOUR is a symbol at 68.73, down 2.07. And I'd say I like the way it's acting, but the weekly chart says it needs a little bit more work. I still think it needs a little bit more work. So I have a little patience, and it might even be in the area that says you need a little bit more patience because it's very selective, and some of them are PAYX. I don't know if they do the same thing. I'm just going to put it in here. Yeah, you see the sideways action? Yeah, all I can say is I'm just going to say for me right now, I don't see any. It's one of those things that if it moves, you say, oh, darn. But if it moves down, you say, oh. So I'm just saying I'd hold off right now. Give it another day. Let's look at it again tomorrow. Next question came in over here. I did that. Oh, Crowd. CRWD. CrowdStrike came out with earnings and got slammed. And then it turned around by the time they gave their conference call. It was up again, beautiful Chapman wave, green Roman candle, and today it's above that. This is good action, but what I've been looking at is that sharp move down. So many of the stocks that I've been looking at for some time had really big pullbacks, and then when the earnings came out, it was spectacular. Some of them couldn't hold the gains, and some of them are. This one is CrowdStrike Cybersecurity. So I like this chart right now. 360 is kind of the target on the upside. I think it's more in a sideways range right now. So there's that CyberArk. Yeah, they're all going sideways here. So I said to subscribers, we were once in Hack, we aren't in it. We were once in bots, we aren't in it. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, is this ready for prime time? And I don't know. I think I'm going to hold off. I said to subscribers, it's on my list. We built up a little kitty, quite a bit of a kitty, to buy. We want to do buying in the next 6 to 8 weeks because I think the end of the summer is going to look pretty darn good. Let's give you a month because everybody has summer at a different time. I'm just going to say that I think July into August, I think could be quite exciting. That's just the way I'm looking at it right now. That can change, but I don't see anything that so far. Oh, yeah, this is the one thing that makes me a little concerned. Look, when you go to the SMHs, I typed it into the den by mistake. The SMH, look. So the SMH, there we go. A little slow today, huh? SMH is trading down 62 cents at 253.79 after making an all-time high of 255.92. Now, this is what I wanted to mention. This is a leg D in the monthly chart. At D, other things can happen. It doesn't have to, but this is where I just say, okay, keep an eye, because D is where you can get some pretty heavy pullbacks. You can also have a Chapman instant restart. You can also have just a minor pullback of time and then pop a new high. So I'm just watching this to say, how do we come out of this? Everything is set for perfection. Look at the MU. This is Micron, makes a new all-time high as we're speaking today. 134.10, trading now at 130.73, down 3. But these moves where you have the consolidation and then you have a sudden spiral to all-time high, I think that's really important. And all I can say that many of these stocks look like they can go higher in over the next couple of months. But they're also kind of ready for they're getting ready for some kind of digestive phase. We did have them, but it was days. It wasn't a real digestive phase. Look at that. You go from the 224 round number open on the 25th of May for Applied Materials, 225.07, and it comes down and it goes down to 3 times hit, low of 208 in the 208s. So it doesn't sound like much, but 17 points. That's a pretty good percentage gain. It's using up some time. Pops to a new, just misses an all-time high. and it's digesting gains. I'll be back. Basil Chapman, Dow's up 24. Now the S&P is down half a point. Woo-hoo. I'll be right back.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. One or two adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry Pesavento on Friday, June 14th and Friday, June 28th this month for his live trading sessions, where you'll sit right beside him as he trades the market live. For this month only, enter code LarryJune24 and save $50 off your first month. For all the information and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Hey, folks, I keep looking, I can't believe how many of these little microbiotech companies are doing so well. Here's one, it's up almost 11% today, up 74 cents at 7.61. I've got this as an alternate account with instant restart. So this is a leg D right now. It's 763, up 0.76, up 11% in one day. And yesterday it had another huge green day. It had a green day today, another one. And that weekly chart is starting to improve, and the monthly chart looks lousy. So isn't that Basil turn is in weight loss? Weight loss. Okay. Well, that's good to know. But I can't believe how many I've got this list, and I keep adding to the list, and they keep disappearing, then they come back. So we'll see what happens there. So what I want you to do is this, as we're wrapping up for what I'm looking at for today, and I just need to ask my engineer, internet back. Okay, good. So Steve had a little problem now. I guess everything's good. Thank goodness. Happy for you, Steve. So we've got Steve coming up very soon. Should be a great program as always. So what I want you to say is this. The VIX index. Look what happened to the VIX index yesterday. It was just a little bit of a red day and another red day today. But that VIX index at 12.58, I just make it as clear as I can. for the market to sustain a down move, we can't have these one-day moves to the downside or one-day moves to the upside and just extrapolating from that. It needs to be consistent. So until the volatility index, the VIX index, trading at 12.59, actually starts to trade in the 14s and then goes to the 15s with the Dow making triple-digit down moves and the S&P 50 or so points down. There's just what's happening right now is this market is just finding its feet because it's trying to go higher. It makes all-time highs. It's actually kind of an unimpressive way to make all-time highs, but it is very selective. And as long as it makes the all-time highs, that's really important. So if the Dow, let's use the Dow for the moment. If it's up 150 points after 2 o'clock, that's really good. That'll help the S&P. But Dow is leading today, not the S&P. Have a